Hello, everybody. I'm Anthony along with Leon and Marco, and this is episode 66 of Hard Knock Hawks. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about the Hawks-Knicks series that is currently happening right now. The Hawks and Knicks are currently tied one game each in the series, with the Knicks winning game one, 113 to 102, and the Hawks win game two, 107 to 106. The series is heading back to Atlanta for games three and four, where the Hawks could potentially have a chance to take a commanding lead in the series. They can go up 3-1, or the series could be tied again, and we'll see what happens over the weekend. But I'm going to start with you, Leon. What's your general thoughts on how the series has come up so far?
I think that Chris Snyder has made really good adjustments within half, especially from first to second quarters and third to fourth quarters. And he's out coaching Mike Brown. Kaminga looks healthy as he's looked as a Hawk. He's been big for us on both sides of the ball, being physical with Cat, using that quick first step, getting downhill, drawing foul, being physical, being the presence at the rim. We saw that with multiple blocks, I believe. Well, he blocked Brunson in the clutch, and then he kind of blocked the Mitchell Robinson lob. And we don't have a lot of guys who can get up there with him, especially in recovery. So he's been big. Obviously, Jalen hasn't been great. Nah hasn't been great. And we're going back to Atlanta 1-1. So that kind of leans towards, you know, some positive regression for those two guys. And man, we all know what it is, bruh. All hail our fearless leader, General M. Call I mean,
God.
like sometimes, man, it is just you just get a ball go in, man, and he's ball go in that man right now. So sometimes, man, you just need points. Right? Bill Russell said these youngsters don't know this game is about buckets, and he's giving the Hawks all he got. So it's good to be headed back to the biddy. 1-1. They got a chance to they protect home court to have full control of the series headed back to New York. What you think, Marco?
Um, First game was a little dud. I think we were with them, even though with the clear mistakes we were making, we were with them until like third quarter. Third quarter, we kind of went on like a they went on like a nasty run, and I think we only scored like 5 points. It was nasty, and that's when the game kind of got away from us. But like I said, we were with them until just that little run. Then after that, it was just man, still lost by 11 at the end of the day. Could have been worse. So still have some fight. And you see after the first game, they just had to make clear adjustments. Again, just make like small adjustments on offense, on defense. Uh, and you can see that carried over into the second game. Like they kept switching on to Brunson. They realized that you get you get the Knicks to switch. It's an easier game for you because they're trying to cover for Brunson while they also have to cover for a 7 foot 7'2" center as well because two of their weakest defensive players are just so happen to be their two best players. So definitely a lot of high pick and rolls, just trying to get them to switch. Even the adjustments of putting Dyson on Cat to start the game for game two, that was big because again they wanted Dyson off of Brunson the entire game because that's probably Brunson's worst matchup. So getting the kill on Brunson to start the game just to slow it down, and again once they try to switch, man, you got Nikhil on you, bam. Now you got to play Dyson. It's like, Brunson was in hell. So they've been doing a pretty good job of actually holding Brunson these two games. Like you can say what you want about that first quarter of game one. That those were just real magnet shots. And
Yeah, strong magnet,
Yeah.
real
you
strong
gotta
magnet.
like you can't even be mad at those. You just gotta put your hands up at that point. But coming into the second game, they were really making it harder for him. Again, then the Hawks beat the refs game two as well. That was a big thing going for the first few quarters. It was really the refs and the Knicks versus the Hawks, and the Hawks ended up overcoming it. And like Leon said, Kaminga played very well for us. Mister Our president CJ McCollum also did very good for us. He's been our main bucket getter, and I'm seeing people on Knicks Twitter. They're like, if CJ McCollum is the one that's making buckets, then you can live with that. And I'm like, you can't live with that because you have to play CJ eventually. And if you play CJ, the heat is off of somebody else. And
It
hopefully
could be
Nikhil,
Jalen. It could be
yeah,
Jalen.
Yeah, hopefully Nikhil and Jalen can like wake up because Nikhil has had his spurts, but I think Nikhil has just been kind of forcing it because he's like
Yeah.
he wants to make an impact early. And I know, and I'm pretty sure in their scouting report, they're like, do not let him get hot early because he gets hot early. He's usually automatic for the rest of the game. And also, I think a big thing about game two as well that the Hawks, they won a majority of the Mitchell Robinson minutes. Every time Mitchell Robinson was in the game, he really was not a factor outside of like a few lobs, maybe a few little stops here and there, but he finished the game like a negative 10, he finished the game negative 10. So you really won his minutes, and because he's just an energy guy and he gives us hell. It's easier to just run it like that. And again, Quinn has the Knicks figured out. I feel like I said, every time they could get CJ on Brunson, we were attacking that. Every time we could switch anybody on Brunson, we were attacking that. And I think the average was like 1.7 points every time somebody was guarded by Brunson. So you executed your game plan, you played your game. I think that was a big thing too, that the Hawks just weren't playing their game. Too much ISO, not enough actually just moving without the ball, moving with the ball, passing it around. But interesting series so far. It's nice to, I always said, I think I said last episode, you need to win at least one in New York, and you got one in New York. And now you're coming back home for the next two games. Hopefully you can make it 3-3. I mean 3-1, but if you leave Atlanta tied, that's still big. So that's how I feel. What about you, Ant?
Um, I thought I'm really happy we were able to get the series tied after game one. I thought they didn't really have a great outing in game one. I had some questions about the half court offense mainly, but CJ McCollum just said, "Okay, I'm just gonna take over the game, and we're just gonna shoot out of it." I still have questions on how the series is gonna go forward because obviously there may not have that CJ game every game or game generally, but it's really just going to depend on how well Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Jalen is going to perform for most of the series after this. So it's going to be interesting to see how they perform. And we're going to talk about more about that in the podcast as it goes along. As y'all mentioned, I thought Kuminga has done a really, really good job, especially defensively. Well, even offensively too, especially in game two, like just pushing the ball in transition, just getting to the rim, stuff like that. Just he was a really key player in that game two win, especially after I thought he was rushing his shots a lot in game one. I don't know if it was just jitters at first, but I thought he was really key on in game two, especially his defense on Karl Anthony Towns, which I thought he was great. He was really good. I don't think there's any other way to put it.
Yeah.
He was just awesome. But I think the question for me going forward is basically, how are they going to solve this issue for the half court offense, and how are they going to stop the Knicks from basically forcing them or trying to make them go ISOing all the time, because that was the main issue in game one, where they basically more or less made them try and play ISO ball the whole game, and they couldn't make the shots. And in game two, what they were basically able to do, especially near end, was they were able to get rebounds, they were able to push the ball more in transition, and they were able to just score. And that's what you want to see. They were able to play their way and not the Knicks' way. So if they're able to do that for the rest of the series, then I think the series, it's gonna be way more competitive, and it's just gonna be interesting to see what we're gonna what the Hawks plans are gonna be moving forward. But I do want to ask you guys this. So what other things surprised you during the series and so far? I'm gonna start with you, Marco. What other things surprised you
So
so far?
far, I
Yeah.
think the biggest surprise is that they've kind of like really shut down Dyson on offense.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people don't want to, claim that Dyson is an offensive player because he doesn't have a shot, but those are just the eye test people who don't really want to go back and forth with those people when the stats to back up what Dyson does on offense. But with the way we use Dyson, they've kind of completely kind of they haven't erased it, but they have kind of adjusted to it to where Dyson is not like himself at times. And now we're also asking Dyson to be the main defender on one end because you're fighting through screens, you're trying to get back on Brunson as best as possible. We've even switched it up on you so you can play Cat in certain possessions just so we can get you back on the Brunson. So I do know he has a bigger defensive tag, so which could, affect the offensive side a little bit. But he hasn't really been, we usually use him as a roll man, and he's so good as a roll man because he can easily pass out of that and open up to the next shot, or he actually can score on his own in the paint. But the Knicks have done a decent job of crowding the paint. I think that's also affecting Jalen a bit too.
Mhm.
But Jalen is more so of like just a different factor too. But even with Dyson, like I said, just with Dyson, they're kind of negating him. I think he's definitely been opening up. Like he still had a decent game one. A lot of people won't admit that, but he did have a decent game one from a standalone point, defensive and offensive. Game two, it kind of was like him fighting the refs and just a lot of other stuff that just really wasn't going his way. But he has been, I feel like game three, Quinn is again a mastermind. So you're not going to fully just shut out three of our main players on offense. That's just not how that's going to work. And even still, I think a lot of people are expected like a lot of people think Jalen was supposed to come in this series and just be LeBron off rip. Like that was very unrealistic. This is Jalen's first playoff series as a first option. His real first playoff
As a
series is like,
starter.
yeah, as a starter as well. So it's just like people expecting him to like
I
come in and do a 30-10 off rip. I'm like, that's just wasn't realistic.
I think my thing with the Jalen thing is I didn't expect him to get 30 or and 10 or whatever. I think for me, I just expected more intensity in some areas with things like defense. And it concerns me a bit when we're in the playoffs. These are arguably, the most important games of the season. And we criticize his motor with things like defense all the
Yeah, of
time.
course.
And he's still arguably not really performing that well defensively, especially when he's not running or initiating the offense. CJ McCollum is. So I feel like he should be able to do more despite that.
Which I agree with. I'm
Now,
not.
this could change. This could change in games 3 or 4. Like this could be a complete
Yeah.
moot point, right? But it's just, I think that's a valid concern for me right now with Jalen. I think he needs to do more on defense.
Oh yeah, I very much agree. Like I said, that's something we've been rambling about all season. How Jalen's kind of taking a step back on defense, like compared to last year. And just like help side at all. It's been a few. Oh hey Chris, there's been a
Hey.
few. There's been a few drives where he's just kind of like he could have helped over. There's been a few brunching drives. He definitely could have helped over and got an easy block. It's just Jalen is just kind of I don't know how to say I don't know what's going on with him on defense this year. I do just feel like he's not checked in on defense because you'll see him get mad at people for missing their rotation, not knowing that's his rotation and whatever. So hopefully, and that's something I've said on Twitter too. It's a whole tweet about just me like rambling about it. But you can't have defensive problems with your 6'9" forward who can play defense. So hopefully this is just something he just figures out, or Quinn just needs to maybe move him to like a better spot to where he can be viable. But yeah, right now I don't think he's not really checked in on defense too much at all. But what about you, Leon?
Most surprising thing so far in the series, bro. I mean, I'm not really surprised that Dyson's struggling. They got Mitchell Robinson. They got a lot of size. They were always going to put a center on him. I'm not really surprised that he's struggling, especially in the half court, because he's not really great at creating shots for himself. I would say the biggest surprise probably is that the best Hawk through 2 games. You could say it's CJ if you want to, but the best Hawk through 2 games has been Onyeka Okongwu. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
keeping it a
Yes,
band with
sir.
you, like 25% defensive rebound rate in game 2, 23.6 defensive rate in defensive rebounding rate in game 1, He's killing it on the boards. I mean, he's getting every action. He's the one contested the shot late against Brunson in game 2 when we were coming back. I think we might have had a lead when he did that on the switch. So, I mean, you don't have to like double O, bro. You really don't, bro. You can say we need a
He's been good.
yeah, you can say we need a big old 7-1, 7-2 center, and that's like I'm not telling you there's no validity to that. Like I'm
Yeah.
not telling you that there's no validity to that, but what you're seeing is against a team that's going to run a lot of actions. They want a lot of switches. They want to get guards on bigs. They want to get their wings on bigs so that they can attack them in space. And he's not as susceptible to that as a lot of those big plotting centers are. It's just a thought. Obviously, I mean, you ain't even got to, like, we're not even talking about what he's done as far as shooting the ball. Like, I mean,
That's-
obviously the volume's not huge. The volume's not huge, but 6 and 9 from the field in game 1. 6 and 9 from the field in game 2. So 15 and 8 in 1, game 2. Goddamn 19, 8 and 2, game 1. Like he's been the most consistent Hawk, whether you like it or not. Outside of Mr. Ball Going Man, CJ McCollum. So I gotta give it to him because at the end of the day, this game is about Buccaneers, and he's getting them. But yeah, the most surprising thing is that, in my opinion, the best Hawk so far has been Onyeka Okongwu. Chris, what have you been most surprised by? The in the first 2 games of the first round matchup between the 3 seed underdog Knicks and the 6 seed Hawks.
Literally, that Corey Kispert gave us some positive minutes in game 2. But I don't know if that's like the spirit of the question. Most surprised.
I just gave it to
by,
you, man.
Yeah.
Game 2, the win. Honestly, it was kind of surprising. The guys are so young, and Jalen hadn't been playing too well, like Marco was saying, and Dyson hasn't been really a big part of the series, and I wasn't really sure how they were going to respond. And in game 2, they came out, and CJ closed the door. Jalen stepped up a little bit there in the fourth quarter. Like you said, Onyeka's been really good defensively, and really consistent. I think his physicality and like Cat not being physical and like really not being like kind of not taking that challenge. I feel like Cat could take Onyeka out of the series if you really wanted. He's so big, but yeah, just getting that win because it's that MSG game 2, man. Second playoff game for a lot of these guys. Yeah, that was huge, and I think going back now, you have a real chance to win this series. And I think the Knicks are scrambling. I don't think they saw that coming at all. I think they thought they were going to like handily win the series, probably some gentleman's sweep, right? It's the young Hawks. But yeah, I think they're really gonna have to make some adjustments, and we're gonna see what they do. And I expect Naw to step up for game 3. So yeah, this could be a really interesting series. Also, JK balled out in game 2.
Yeah,
that was a little surprising.
Before I get to my response to my own question, this is gonna be the dumb pundit question. But for game 2, did the Hawks win that game, or did the Knicks lose that one?
No, the Hawks won that game.
The Hawks won that game. They took it from them, bro. Like
Hawks closed them out.
They took it from them, bro. Like they
should have never got that 3 at. They should never got that Brunson 3 at the end. But missed calls.
It's actually interesting because there's a lot of reels of like the fourth quarter because of all the talk about like Dyson getting subbed off, people like showing spacing. So like I literally had a bunch of screenshots of like the score, and the Knicks just got closed out, bro. They needed to get buckets. Brunson was getting locked up, I think Nah stripped him twice down the stretch.
In that one quarter.
Twice down the stretch.
Yeah, he was just getting locked up, and he wasn't using his teammates. Cat was exhausted, and they got closed out.
Yeah, we held them 5 for 22 that whole fourth quarter. So that was their L.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask that because It seems like the
I mean, you know what
yeah,
it
go
is,
ahead.
bro. Like, no. Like, you know what it is, bro. Like, when you're a fan of the team, if your team doesn't hit shots, it's we're not hitting shots. But if
Yeah,
it's the other team, it's we shut them down. Like, it's
yeah.
just is what it is. Like, it's
Yeah.
cool. Like, it's fine. Like, we act like defense don't have no effect on it.
Yeah.
You know, when we want to. We're like, oh, so and so hits this shot all the time. Yeah, but they didn't that time. Why not? I don't know. Maybe it was the defense.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it was. I
Yeah.
could be
Buddy of mine
wrong.
used to say in football, is like, oh man, we would have scored if we didn't get that holding. You're like, yeah, you scored because you got the holding. But no, the Hawks played really well in that game down the stretch. I think I was listening to Brad and them, and the only quarter the Hawks led in rebounding was the fourth quarter. Like the game said they should have lost, but they just literally stepped up in that fourth quarter. They got rebounds, they got stops. The Knicks hit more threes, shot better from three. They out rebounded the Hawks pretty handily, except in that quarter. And Brunson slowed their offense down. They couldn't get a bucket.
Yeah.
I mean, it was pretty close in quarters 2 and 3. No, they killed us in quarter 1 though.
Yeah, they
On the
killed us in
boards. It
quarter one.
was I'm like 15-4 on the boards in the first quarter. But other than that, like quarter 2 was 9-10 Knicks. Quarter 3 was 11-12 Knicks. So like we just kind of I mean, one thing I will say is that like even though it doesn't look like it in game 2 because they went 0 of 9 from 3 in the third quarter. Like they clearly got better every single quarter of that game. And it's
Yeah,
really been that way both
The
games.
Hawks, yeah.
Yeah, like they just played better every single quarter. And some of
And the
that
Knicks
is like
hit a
the
few threes in
players.
the third.
yeah,
That
Yeah, I mean, well,
issue.
yeah, they did. But we didn't. So,
Yeah.
you know, because you were talking, and I did interrupt you.
you're good. You're good. I was gonna say my surprising thing about the series so far has been Tony Bradley being useful for game 2, and I think that can actually play, I think, a pretty decent role for the series, especially if Mo is injured
Yo.
potentially.
The injury report came out today. It's clear.
Yeah, he
It's
wasn't on it.
clear. Okay, he
Yeah.
It
wasn't.
was
Okay,
just well,
that's good.
Jock was on it, but just him.
I thought Tony Bradley was actually
I mean, he was fine.
he was fine. He was
Outside of his
he was
first
fine.
like 2
And
possessions, he locked in after
I
that.
know people are gonna harp on that shot
Yeah,
he
it was a
made.
lot of. It was definitely some Shaq and the Fool
I
stuff
get
going on.
I get it, but considering that any big center would help this team against someone like Mitchell Robinson, I think having him and being like really useful, especially during the limited amount of time he's been playing, that would just be really useful right now. So I think him showing that he's just being a positive generally, I think it's just a really big surprise right now. I think.
Yeah,
I have another answer
Go
for
ahead.
that surprised me was Quinn kind of adapting the rotation. It might have been because of Mo going down, but JK played a
Yeah.
lot of minutes down the stretch there.
Uh-huh.
I
And then
mean, he was balling, bro.
Yeah, he was.
but that's not all. I mean, yeah, but Quinn kind of goes more consistency than like hot hand, like
That's true.
rotation stuff. So that was interesting to see. But I mean, they needed it, right? And I think
Mhm.
it was
Yeah.
like the game
Yeah,
script
they
said
needed
you
him
need
on.
him
Yeah, they needed him
against
on both
Cat
sides.
defensively
Yeah,
and
on both sides.
offensively. You need him. So yeah, that was surprising.
Yeah, and to
I mean, I heard he
add
don't
on
make
to-
adjustments though.
Yeah,
add
the
on-
playoff loser. Right?
Yeah, to add on to Ant's point about Tony Bradley's minutes, he finished +7, and like you said, like I said earlier, he completely negated all the Mitchell Robinson's minutes. Like Mitch only finished with 7 boards. I think first game he had like double digits.
Yeah,
And
he was balling.
Even Cat only had 8 rebounds. Like Josh Hart was their leading rebounder, and that was about 13. But he's already a good
Yeah, like I
rebounding
heard,
guard.
I saw a stat like he lead well before tonight he led the playoffs in rebounds. But you
Yeah.
know, 2 series were only in game 1, so I'm sure somebody on one of those teams eclipsed
Yeah,
that
Brad.
tonight.
pretty sure Quinn. Well, we have to, but I'm pretty sure Bradley would get probably a little bit more minutes. Just try to matching Mitch. I don't think we'll ever try to truly match when they play Cat and Mitch at the same time. But that's actually been hurting them more than actually it usually is a positive. Kind of has not been going their way so far on that lineup. So again, Quinn has definitely been doing a good job adjusting to what they've been trying to hit us with.
Yeah. But let's move on to just talking about the future. So game 3 and game 4, what do you guys want to see adjustment wise, rotation wise? What changes do you guys want to see generally um, for us to win in game 3 in Atlanta? And I'll start with you, Chris.
Okay. I mean, I don't know that they need to make too many adjustments after game 2. We won the game, right? I think if the Hawks come out and play harder and execute, you have a really good chance of winning. They haven't played a good offensive game yet in this series as a team, so it's hard for me to say that, like, I feel like if they just play their game offensively, they should win game. I've been saying they're going to win game 3 all along because I figured they're going to take a little time to get adjusted. Like the players, I feel like it's more them than the coach and the scheme. And once the lights aren't as bright, hopefully at home, the guys can get rolling because Nas just got to hit some of his jumpers. Jalen really has to step it up, and I think if Jalen can kind of get going, you're going to win game 3. And this Knicks team, man, they're not like smart. I mean,
they're not like that. They're not.
You know
They're
what I'm
not world
saying?
beaters.
They're
And
not, bro. They're not, bro.
if you make them
They're not,
face
bro.
adversity for real, like you have a chance to take both these. Like the Hawks could win this series. Like getting one of those first 2 games was important if they wanted a chance. Now this Knicks team is scrambling. They're mentally weak. I think a lot of those players. I don't think the coach is one of those guys. I think Brunson is going to ruin the offense down the stretch of every game. Cat is going to be exhausted or in foul trouble. You have a legit chance to win this, but Jalen has to step up. You can't keep playing like this offensively. You really have to execute. So,
what do you say, Leon?
I mean, honestly, the biggest thing I think you need to just like tell Dyson, like, you just gotta commit to rolling to the rim, bro. Like if they're going to play you with a center, you gotta play like a center. Like commit to rolling hard to the rim. Like they have to guard you around the rim. Like they have to. So just commit to that. I saw them doing some drills where it looked like they was doing a little roll man drill, having him work his floater over high hands with the arm bar, you know, in the sky. So that probably is what they're looking to do. And like that goes for versatility. A lot of people don't like, oh, some people will say he's a center. His shots are in the restricted area. But I mean, we already got a 6'8" center. What's wrong with a 6'6" center? I don't know. We already got one. But he can shoot. But no, I mean, I think that much like Chris said, like I don't think there's too much they need to change as far as game to game. I think there'll be some in-game adjustments they have to make based on what the Knicks decide to do. If they really decide to like press the issue with Carl, then you might have to make some adjustments with throwing a little bit more size on the court. Fair, I'm fine with that. Especially since Mo seems to be okay. You need to get out there, show his hands, not foul. It's like the big thing in game 1 was Cat went to the free throw line 10 times. And that's really how he got his 25. He was only 6 of 13 from the field. It was game 2 where he was great from the field. He just didn't get to the line as much. So that kind of, what you need from him. Oh yeah, he didn't get to the line at all in game 2. That's crazy. That's crazy. But,
JK was standing him up, bro.
Yeah, he was. Like he didn't want no parts of him. But yeah, I think maybe I mean, dang, he did play 34 minutes in game 2. Hey, I mean, It's hard to say, really. They probably just need to be more creative with things they do on offensive star line. But I think Mike Brown is like he's getting a little cute. He might not be as cute in game three because they're down a game. Like they played through the first two games, they've played their bench a lot. Like the only starter who's played, like Carl played 33 minutes in game one. Then he only played like 35 or something in game two. Damn, not just 33 or 33 and change in game two. So I expect those guys to play a little bit more minutes in a game that probably feels a lot more like a must win for them. And if not game three, game four for sure, especially if the Hawks come out and win. But I think the game to game adjustments, like I said, are minimal. I think it's, the in-game adjustments, the rotation adjustments to what it is that the Knicks are doing. And honestly, man, like I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like the Hawks, there was a window where I thought the Hawks were gonna really get back in game one. But let me see. Let me make sure I'm not tripping. Miles McBride has made 2 shots in this entire series, bruh. And I'm pretty sure they were both in the in that early fourth. Yes, he hit 2 threes in the fourth quarter. Like when we were kind
And it
of
shut the
pushing back.
window.
Yeah, it just
I know what you're
set
talking about.
it
Yeah.
set it up. I was like, damn.
It's
And I
weird
like
because
Miles. I
yeah,
really do like Deuce McBride. Like I remember when he was getting drafted, and I was
it,
like,
yeah,
dang, he'd be a good trade backup. But
yeah.
yeah, that
Because
kind
in
of shut the
game one,
door.
even though they won by double digits, it really did feel like during that game, they just were kind of you know.
You know what I mean?
It felt like
It's like
Atlanta could
yeah,
honestly we could have
yeah.
won if
Mhm.
something weird happened.
Yeah,
So
I mean, it's not
we
even
were
that.
right
Like we
there.
just didn't play well. Like we just
yeah,
didn't
We
play well.
started badly, I feel like, in that game.
yeah,
We didn't close the first quarter well at all. And Brunson really carried them through the first quarter, and the rest of the game was like kind of a wash.
yeah.
I'll say lastly before I swing it to Marco that dang, I had it. I was gone. Oh yeah, like there it is. There it is. I was told, you know, when I start with I was told it's gonna be some shit. I was told that the Hawks gotta hit threes to win games. Because Quinn wanted to shoot 53s. You don't want nobody, you don't want no mid-range shots, no points at the rim. But the Hawks won a game in which they went 0 of 9 from 3 in the third quarter. They were in the second half, they hit one. Am I tripping? They hit one tray ball in the second half of game two. They were
Wait,
22 of 30. Yes, they were 22 of 32 on twos in the second half of game
okay.
two.
I
Brunson
swear
was
I thought they
barbecue
hit more
chicken, bro.
threes.
I
Dang.
swear we had like we had at least 3 threes in the second.
It was
half.
just that non-3.
It really
just
isn't
That
our
was it.
adjustment to make,
That
Oh
bro.
my
was
They got to
god,
it.
figure
that's
out how to
crazy.
get
I felt
Brunson out
that.
of the burner, bro.
Because it's like
Dang.
this. Like
They're
here's the
cooked.
thing, and this is what I'm gonna say. This is what the last thing I'm gonna say. The guys who shoot threes, the Nickeil Alexander Walkers, the CJ McCollums, and Jalen Johnson, they can't hesitate. They got to get it up. Because here's the thing. If you're going to have and Dyson got to be more aggressive, like in understanding when he's being like when he's doing ball screens, when he's operating on the perimeter or like right below the 3-point line doing his ball screens, that it's a win-win situation. Either you're gonna, you know, do the DHO, set the screen, and you got an open three for Nikhil or open three for CJ or open three for Jalen. Or eventually somebody's gonna have to come up and like if it's Cat guarding you or if it's Mitchell guarding you, you can fake that DHO and get downhill. Like you're good enough to if Onyeka Okongwu can fake the DHO and get downhill, you can fake a DHO. That was nasty, by the way. That's what I ain't gonna lie. That's what I knew we was gonna win. I was like, oh damn, we finna fuck around with this
Dude,
shit.
fake DHOs are a sign, bro. When your
Yeah.
center is cooking like that,
Yeah, it is. It is. So Yeah, bro. The Hawks shot 1 for 12 in the second half. That they entered down 7, and they won the game. That's it. Go ahead, Marco. That was very long winded, but that's all I had to
Oh
get.
no, you good, man. You good. You good. I don't have too much to say. Like I said, I think they made the needed adjustments that we needed to see for game 2. And again, that's just starting the game with Cat on Dyson, letting JK, be what he is, and he's stronger than Cat. So, that helped a lot. And just try to win the rebounding battle in some quarters, or just not try to let them completely dominate you on the board. So like I said, we made most of the adjustments that we wanted to see in game 2. I think the thing is, like, you have to start the third quarter a bit better. I think that's where the game has been kind of getting away from us a little bit for both games so far. And the trend I've seen is that Cat is usually the one that's starting that third quarter off strong for them. And it's those trailing threes. Like, I know Onyeka doesn't want to play him too far because you just never know. And I know nobody really wants to guard Cat soon as he crosses the half court line or whatever, but he will let it fly from the logo, and he has a pretty good percentage on trailing three, just that pull up trailing three type thing. So probably just come out the third quarter a bit more aggressive. Don't let the game get too ahead of you to where you're digging yourself in the hole. Because we were down 12 at one point, and they almost got away with it, but we kept up with them on a little firepower, then locked in.
But they ain't get away with it though.
Yeah, so like I said, we locked in and didn't let them get away with it. But that's really about it. I think, like I said, Quinn just made the proper adjustments. Quinn has got them figured out. Now it's just up to the players to like really execute that plan on what he wants them to do.
No, Xavier, no, please stop. No, Xavier, no more.
Because Mike Brown is like, like
that's
Leon
Mike
saying,
Brown. No more, no, Xavier, please.
Mike Brown likes to be cute when it comes to his play calling. Like, you can just scroll Knicks Twitter and they all like say the same thing about him. And it's like,
I wish I had my glasses so I could be Mike Brown right now.
Like, Mike Brown is a repetition guy, and he's not going to go away from what
he
does
literally
not like.
said,
Bro, he's Nate McMillan with glasses, bro.
Yeah, he's a consistency guy.
He's Nate McMillan with glasses and emotional offense,
they're gonna run it back.
Yeah, he's not gonna. I don't know what adjustments they think he's gonna make. What, they're gonna play Jeremy Sohan?
No,
That is a Hawks killer, but that was with redacted. That's not.
And low key, he's doing us a favor with Josh Hart, bro.
Yeah,
I would go double big.
I'm gonna say Josh Hart going out there and making all those shots in the beginning, like that was just like,
I won't tell him, but
like, I wouldn't worry about that shit, man. But yeah, like I said, I think Quinn's made the needed adjustments. If Mike Brown wants to keep playing Jose Alvarado and Jordan Clarkson at the same time, I welcome it. Go ahead and do what you got to do, big dog.
Hey, listen, man, I'm not even gonna lie to you though. If I see Jordan Clarkson get another offensive rebound,
I was gonna say that. That he had 5 rebounds in that game. They were
all offensive, bro.
All offensive,
bro.
Like,
matter
that was
crazy. He had two in game. He hasn't had a defensive rebound all series.
Yes, they're all offensive rebounds. It was crazy.
It's nuts too.
Like, that's nuts.
And honestly, like shit, if I'm not, like, those were killer. Like, in both games, those offensive rebounds he got specifically were killer as fuck, man.
He's practicing with Josh Hart, man. Iron sharpens iron.
Bro. What about you, Ant? Do you think there's any adjustments that we need to make for game 3, or anything you would like to see more of, or do you feel like
like Leon said, don't let JC get 7 offensive rebounds in game 3.
Like, Josh Hart gonna do what Josh Hart gonna do. Like,
yeah, like we know Josh Hart. Yeah,
but you can't let JC.
The other JC
get boards at the
get boards. Jalen Dillon needs to box out.
Jordan Clarkson had 9 between them.
Like, it's crazy.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
what's going on, bro? Get on the boards. Board man gets paid.
Exactly. Like, we just gotta keep trying to run. That's all we can do. Because we know we can't. Our half court.
Oh my God.
He's just. But just Yeah, just keep running. That's all we can do right now. It's just that's our best asset for the team. And that's how we beat them in game 2 in the fourth quarter. That was our best quarter in the entire series last time. And that's what we're gonna have to do again. And hopefully with Nickel has a good game in game 3 or 4 with shooting wise, I think it's gonna be like a big series for us. Honestly, I really wish I did have. Go ahead.
No, you can finish.
I was gonna say I really wish I did have that Knicks in 6 prediction now.
I told you not to say anything, but you
listen.
You said that, bro.
You did.
Yes,
you
I
did.
did. I was thinking like,
and I said
I'm looking at this. Is that game 2 like?
Did your editor require you make a prediction?
Like, yes, I'm the editor, Chris. I'm the editor. I'm the editor. Yes,
I told him. I told him you give a nuanced answer, and that's exactly what I did.
I said the Hawks can win.
I said the Hawks can win this series.
I said the Hawks can win this series too. I said the Hawks.
You said a whole number.
You
said
that's what everyone does. That's what everyone does. That's what everyone
does. A scared man.
That's because you chickened out.
Look, man,
I didn't chicken out.
Attack Jalen Brunson for 48 minutes in this next game. However many minutes he plays. Jalen Brunson on court for 35 minutes. Make him defend for 35 minutes.
Shit, same with Cat too. Like force Cat to really block your shot.
Yeah, I was saying that. Yeah. 2-man actions. Put them in actions together and see if they actually even know how to do that.
Yo, I mean, to be fair, lie, that Jalen, CJ put both he had them like it was like a short corner pick and roll. He had both of them boys sliding. That shit was insane. Yeah, he's he can put it in.
They both used to telling somebody to get him, hey, get that, and they both dropping.
Yeah, like they both were trying to guard him. And they just did not. Right, I said this on Twitter too. You get two of them, you get both of them guys to start scrambling. You got it, because they literally don't know where to go after that second rotation.
And Cat will foul. Like he will foul.
Yeah, if he can't get it, he's just gonna foul you.
Yeah, like, and that was really like part of the reason Mike Brown left him out so much, because he was in foul trouble, and he ended up with 5 in game 1. Ended up not biting him, but he could have fouled out in that game.
Mm-hmm.
Well, go as far as to say he should have fouled out in that game. In game 2,
he finished with 4.
Yeah. Game 1 he had 5 though. Game 2 he did finish with 4,
and that was.
But we know about that last one.
Yeah, we know about. Oh, he would have had 5 if they would have called it.
Yeah. But that would have been a game. That would have been a game right there.
Yeah.
Man, I think this series is the Hawks winning game 2, man. Really, anything can happen from this point, dog. Like
exactly, bro. New timeline.
I don't know what the Knicks really go to. It's just gonna have to be a Brunson legendary performance. Like he's gonna have to maybe go
either that, or he
gonna have
3 straight games. And he gonna have to start passing the ball. And if he start passing the ball, like
we know that's not happening.
I mean, if he does, like
they stop running plays with like 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. It's over. It's Brunson ISOs.
3 turnovers in game 2. How many you have in game 1?
Probably only 3. He doesn't. Just you got to pass to turn it over a lot. So
I mean, so like he's what 10 to 5. 10 to 5, so you got like he 2 to 1 right now, which is pretty good, but not great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's he ain't passing the ball like that. Like he's not diming niggas up, not like that. So
I want to see the Knicks shots.
Wait, am I wrong here?
No, he's not. It's probably like
whole thing. Brunson, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh no, 14 to 5. Pretty good.
Yeah, I think
Cat took 2 shots in the fourth quarter, man.
No,
but Kuminga was
your big man.
Kuminga was cooking him.
Kuminga was showing him why he's from Congo.
Got him in jail.
Would have missed both of them.
Congo versus Dominican Republic.
Wow.
Jesus. Never mind. I was gonna say something.
No,
worse.
yeah.
You trying to say something?
I felt you about it. Like anything, nothing you could have said after that long a pause was gonna be good. I already know.
But no, Cat doesn't. He's not physical. He's just big. It's like complicated. He like kind of stampedes to the rim, and like if he's got a size advantage, he's fine. But people get charges on Cat all the time. He's out of control. So this series, you
Big
can
purr.
wrangle him. If you wrangle him early and just keep Dyson and Nah out of foul trouble, so you have those guys to lock him up, lock Brunson up in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Stay in the game, and you have a chance to win. Just stay in
Yeah.
the game until the fourth quarter, and that offense will slow down, and you have a chance to win.
Like I said, you keep putting pressure on Brunson and Cat, they have no choice but to start scrambling them. And once you get them to scramble, it's basically your game at that point.
Because they don't include the wings. Like, those guys aren't in rhythm. Like, as that game goes on, everybody just gets out of rhythm because Brunson isn't going to pass the ball to them. Like, you saw McCall try to take a game-winning like jumper from mid-range. I don't know how many shots he took in the fourth quarter. It was probably just that one.
Yeah, he finished.
No, he took 2 other shots. He missed 2 threes in the fourth quarter as well.
Took 3 shots in the fourth. Running
But
jump
he didn't
shot.
dribble too much.
Yeah. So these guys.
Oh yeah, matter of fact, no, you remember he had those 2 threes on. He got a kick out for a 3, and then he went. Mitch got an O board, kicked it out to him, and he missed that one too.
Yeah.
In the fourth.
So yeah, they don't get to massage it, man. These dudes barely know what the ball feel like as the game goes on. So you have a real good chance to win this series, man. It's a good matchup for us. We knew this was the matchup, and the Cavs was a matchup. There were the teams that we didn't want are knocking each other out right now, which is great. Yeah, let's see what happens.
Even funnier that you brought the Cavs up because that one report from the Cavs reporter, he said they didn't want us first round.
Yeah. You know, bro. We've been talking about that since last summer. I said I wanted the Cavs, dog.
Yeah, they definitely got because we put them.
They said, thankfully we got the Raptors. Easy sweep.
Yeah.
See you in the Eastern Conference Finals, James.
See
you.
Harden in the conference finals, man. Don't let it go 7 because he's not gonna be there.
But before we end this, let's talk about what are some playoff series that you guys have been watching or have just been interested in just watching recently that have caught your eye. And I'll start with you, Leon, to end off this final topic.
Hey man, I mean, one of our hosts, I can't recall who it was, told y'all, bro. The Blazers was coming, bro. Somebody told y'all, bro. Somebody told y'all, man.
Yep.
Wemby went down,
Oh, now it's interesting.
Shout out to everybody who held on to their school stock because it was hard. Okay. He didn't make it easy on us.
Yes.
He did not make it easy
got real
on
low.
us. Hey, I'm telling you. Bitcoin in 2012. Okay.
Yep.
For sure. But yeah, he looked good last night. Yeah, they've been the monkey on our backs for a while. The Portland Trail Blazers, man, they just play so physical, bro. And across 7-game series, but the consistency that they play with that physicality on both sides of the floor, and I get it. Denny is definitely a gross foul baiter, but it's not like he's not driving to the rim and lowering his 220-pound frame into your chest. You know what I mean? So, but he is also a gross foul baiter, just so we're clear. And then Tumani is just a menace there on defensive end, and he's grown as an offensive player. Scoot looks good. What they got in the front court with Kling Kong and Rob Will. They got scores. They got Denny and Shaden, and now Scoot coming to the party to score. So I'm really impressed with them. I hate that the Magic won a game. They don't deserve to play any more basketball ever again. They should dissolve that organization and shoot it into the sun. Yeah, Paolo, recency bias, because he's finally cooking 50-year-old Tobias Harris.
I'm pretty sure he was horrible today.
Well, I mean, he was 7-17, which is, that's fine. But you're 6'10", so.
Yeah.
250, so not great, but yeah, hello Giveth, and
he was a -15 though.
take it away. So far, just to watch. Unfortunately, Ant-Man decided, they was gonna win a game when they would, go ahead and get swept. So he asked God to get back to town, but you'll have to wait again. Yeah, I mean, I think the playoffs has been fun. I think a lot of people, I don't know, man. I just feel like a lot of people don't like basketball, bro, because, I mean, been a fan of a team who's been trying to get out of the play-in forever. But like I saw a lot of people saying last week before the playoffs started, like, "Oh, I hate the play-in, shoot the play-in into the sun. Why, why should a team with 37 wins be able to get one win against a team with 43 wins and make the play?" Well, I mean, if they're so bad, beat them. You know what I mean? Like if they're as bad as you say, if they're as bad as you say they are, you should be able to beat them in one game at home. Oh, well, it's just one game. Anything can happen. Facts. But if you're the better team, win or go to Cancun and shut the fuck up. And then again, if you like, and it always kills me because like, if you're the 7 or 8 seed that's playing in your second playing game, you already had a chance to make the offs. Whether you were 7 or 8 and won at home or on the road, you already had a chance. Then you even if you lose, you're gonna be at home either again or back again on a team that you feel doesn't deserve to be in the playoffs. If they don't deserve to be in the playoffs, beat them or go to Cancun. That's all I'm saying. I love the playing. Keep the playing. Playing's great. Thank you. That's my soapbox.
They're also some of the best games of the season.
Bro,
easily.
The playing is gas, dude. Like,
Yes.
fuck that. The playing is gas.
They're
like,
best games of the season. Crazy.
I mean, like, bro, like you would not get the VJ. You wouldn't have got the VJ wink without the play-in.
Knockout basketball,
After the dagger against the Celtics. Like the playoffs have been great. The play-in is great. Keep the playing.
Playoffs have been great. Series I want to highlight is just LeBron James, man, beating that Rockets team. I'm not a big Sengun guy in general. Like he's a big goofy. So it's nice that he's losing. But like LeBron's just amazing. Siri, stop.
Like, why does she always think somebody's talking to her? Nosy.
Oh, right. Men are talking. But yeah, JJ Redick, I think, is a really good coach. He might have to figure out the personal side. But dog, Luka and Austin Reeves not even playing, and these dudes just beat Houston, and they got Kevin Durant scrambling.
I mean, like it's Jake LaRavia, Luke Kennard, and a lot of dark skins right now.
Yeah, it's a lot of Duke shooters out there like running around. And LeBron and Bronny are getting minutes, and
crazy work.
They might win that series. So I think that one is fun, and maybe they'll. I feel like Luka coming back might honestly make it worse. Like they're not going to be playing like this when Luka comes back. But yeah, that's fun. Hey, if Ime gets fired and Quinn moves on, that's a guy that I do like. I can't blame him for Sengun being Fugazi. I said in the chat, it's a little funny that the guy from like Turkey is like counterfeit goods because I feel like
I can blame him for cheating on long hair like Nia Long, but
hey man, there's plenty in Atlanta for him to do.
A whole lot of Nia Longs. You got Nia Long, Nia Short. We got Mia Long.
Good venues, a lot of nice restaurants and things that you can check out. Now that he's a single man.
Cut.
But yeah, low lights. You won't be recognized. But yeah,
a lot of low lighting.
Houston, LA, that's a good one. Go LeBron James. I want to see him win a series. That'd be fun. He's so old. He's 40, man. He got a gray beard, dunking on people, outrunning these kids. LeBron James is amazing. Bro. He's amazing.
He really is, bro. Like
Kobe was always my guy.
Thinker of the game. Yeah.
His IQ. Kobe was my guy, so I had to downplay LeBron a little bit when I was younger. But LeBron is amazing. That's all.
What do you say, Marco?
Second team always going to be supporting It was the T-Wolves just because of Ant. That's my other. That is the Atlanta native. That is the guy. And all of a sudden, and T-Wolves and Nuggets is always good hoops. Like that's legit Avengers Endgame every time they play each other. Like it legit be back and forth bangers. And I know bangers, and those series do indeed be bangers. So for it to happen so early, round one, definitely would be a lot. But and if you want to lose that series and you realize that you don't like the mountains no more, and you missing American Deli, that 10-piece lemon pepper with a peach drink, if you missing that, it's open for y'all next season for a full 82 games. So just that series. I'm not gonna go on a long-winded answer like they did. What about you, Ant?
You know me.
I was gonna say Timberwolves Nuggets, like you said, they're always that's always a good series, especially the past few years. Seeing Gobert, Jokic play, that's great. Anthony Edwards, it's awesome. Trailblazers, Spurs. Wemby got injured, which makes the series just really interesting now. I've been a Trailblazer supporter for a good minute. It's good to see them finally get to the playoffs after a minute, because I've been thinking they've been supposed to be the playoffs for like a year or two now. So, but it's good to see them finally have some real success.
Throwing games, man.
He may have. Man,
it's crazy. I wanted to make a Chauncey comp to a certain player in his draft.
Chauncey hit big shots, bro. He's very clutch.
Mr. Big Shot.
Rockets Lakers is interesting because I think LeBron has been really good, but the Rockets are it's kind of sad to watch because I just don't find the Rockets that interesting of a team to watch. Yeah. So honestly, it's just
the offense is garbage.
Yeah, it's just I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. You want that here?
Well, we had some talks in the last offseason about the Rockets, and Reg was like a big amen guy, and I was like, I like him, but he's not gonna be running the offense like that, bro. I'm like, he's not like that. Like that, I was like, that's gonna be gross. Sengun is Fugazi. It's gross.
I mean, if he does, I assume it's gonna be different. I don't know. We'll see. I assume Quinn's gonna be rehired anyway, so
oh yeah.
I don't know. But it's just the other series, like Suns Thunder.
So disappointed if you don't.
Yeah. Suns Thunder, their Suns are gonna get swept, even though I'm a Devin Booker fan. Magic Pistons, I have no clue if that's gonna be actual series or not. I feel like game one was just a complete total fluke. I feel like there's a real chance that's going to be a series. I don't know why. I know you're giving me that look. I know, but I think
it's going 7 games.
Well, we'll see. I think that's going to be interesting. We'll see what happens.
The thing with the Pistons and Magic are only going to go so far as PB No J takes them. Pistons.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. But
how long is sneakily good in the playoffs, bro? He sucks in the regular season, but he's
here's what happened in game one. Here's what happened. You got to realize the Pistons haven't played a meaningful game in like a month, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Orlando's been fighting for their lives for the past 3 weeks, dude.
Senses are heightened.
Yeah. So they had Ultra Instinct, and Detroit was just Super Saiyan 1 at the moment. But now things have corrected, and you saw they started the third quarter 23-3 or some shit.
Yeah, fraud.
Because listen, bro, let's be for real. The Magic magnet ball. Not lasting. We already know that. We don't have to sit here and lie.
It didn't last.
They need literal magic for that.
That shit not lasting, bro.
Bankero went 7 for 17. Franz went 4 for 11. Wendell went 1 for 6.
That's why I want to see game 3.
It's not lasting.
I want to see game 3 before I.
They're going back home.
Yeah, they're going back home. I want to see game 3 before I make any great conclusions.
But I'm gonna tell you what it
City
is.
Walk Blues.
Their problem is, dang, bro,
Just-
my mom is gonna be so mad. They coach is trash.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yes, he
Oh,
is.
yeah.
They're
He's trash.
going. They're going.
You gotta
And they're
go.
going to fire him. And they're going to fire him.
And
So
yeah.
and I know y'all saw it. He said he showed. He
Yeah,
showed the
high school
guys
kids.
their NCAA tournament highlights before
yes.
the game.
Yeah.
So PB No J turned back the clock, but
Yeah.
it's 2026. After
You had to
all.
remind them who they were, Leon.
Remember who
You
you
ain't
were.
nothing.
Also,
Yeah,
I'm disappointed the Hornets didn't make the playoffs. I think
I
they will be
kinda,
really good.
Yeah,
I think they will be really
I
good.
just wanted to see.
Like,
I just wanted to see.
That's a
It-
if
regular
they
season
look,
team.
if they would have
Yeah.
this Hornets round one, it would have been a short-lived dream. But at least they said they could have made
You're
it.
probably right, but I think it would be interesting to see.
They would have
But
played.
that would be a weird team to play in a series, though, because
Yes.
that magnet ball is
The magnet
actually
ball is
consistent.
like
LaMelo
exists.
playoff hoops,
They
like
really have that shit.
Yeah.
They really do that. Like they really do that magnet ball shit.
It might
over
happen
there.
4 times, like legit in a series.
Yeah, and that might just be the same.
You gotta
They might
score,
legit-
bro.
Like they might make 20
Gotta
threes in
score.
4 games, and there's just nothing you can
They
do
also
about that.
might
Yeah.
like, get blown out by 30 in the other 3 games, but
Exactly.
they might score one.
It literally might want to be those like they lost the point, like the point differential for the series is like -40, but they win in 7 games.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That might happen to the Hawks, no cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But we defend. That's like if you don't defend right for real, you can get blasted. Like, but the Hawks don't get blasted like. I feel like we're usually like close, even if the offense isn't there. Like, and the Knicks aren't like getting off offensively. This is a grindy series so far. That's why I think the Hawks can really, because the offense, there's offensive room for us to get better. I don't know who on the Knicks can raise their game from here. So we'll see.
Unless Mikal or like Deuce McBride just start becoming like,
Or they just give the ball to Cap more.
So
Bro,
they
they gotta
think
pass the
somebody
ball to
off their
Cap, that's
bench.
it.
They think somebody off their bench is gonna drop 30 in a game, and I'm like, bench? Y'all don't play y'all bench like that. Like, what are you talking about? And like the only player on your bench who can survive against the Quinn Snyder offense for real is Mitch.
oh,
I mean, for real,
So
here's the problem. Here's the problem with Deuce, right? As good as Deuce is on defense, you playing with fire if you putting them out there with Brunson. I don't care who the other 3 are, unless you going super big around them. Unless you if you going Cat, if you going Brunson, McBride, Cat, Mitch, the 3 has to be OG. But then at that point, you playing 4 starters.
OG only be getting off on us because of just missed rotations. He ain't done nothing
he's
for
all
real to kill
OG
us.
is all shooting variants. He's like completely whether or not he's hitting his threes.
Yeah, I mean, and then also,
there
bro, like
offensively.
he Jalen be giving up his shoulder, bro.
Jalen be giving him whatever he wants.
Jalen,
bro.
it's complicated. I'm willing just to ignore his defense for a year and see what it looks
And
like.
he can't do this next season.
Yeah, bro.
If he does,
Like I've been giving you a pass this year. I'm giving you a pass. You tore your labrum last year.
Next year you gotta try.
It's not a rehab summer, right?
CJ playing better defense than you. CJ legit moving his feet, fighting through screens. Man, I seen Brunson beat Naw off the dribble, but if Jalen legit would have stepped over, he could have blocked that. He was like, "Nah, you got it."
CJ's so important. CJ and JK, man, because the tempo of this series, right? They're hitting shots and getting rebounds and second possessions and stuff. It's not just up and down, back and forth. So we really needed those guys that can like actually get to like shots in between in the half court. Like it will be bad, man. Like I make a lot of El Prez jokes about CJ, but we really need that skill set right now. It'll be bad.
Yeah. But I think this is gonna be a good stopping point for us.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, he made a layup in the fourth quarter that
he did.
Zach is not making that. I'm sorry.
Oh,
There was a
I was-
man.
hey, look,
within-
Here
I'm
we
not gonna
go.
lie.
Here
I'm
we
not gonna
go.
lie.
Here we go.
Zach
Oh,
I'm not
is
gonna
not
lie.
Right
I
before
wanted
I
to see
end
how
this,
long.
right
I
before
wanted to
I
see
end
how
this,
not
long
making
we were
that
gonna
layup.
go without saying
I don't
it.
think he's making the other shot
Oh
that
my
Corey
God.
made either.
I wanted to see who was gonna bring it up
And
first.
we
and I was
needed those
fighting it.
4 points. We needed every one of
I
those
was
points
fighting
that
it
Corey gave us.
bad to see who was gonna
Oh
bring
my
it up.
God, man. All right. Any final thoughts that do not involve Risa Shea? Oh my God. I thought we were gonna go a full episode without mentioning
I
his
did
name.
look. I want to
Oh
see
my
who's gonna
God.
do it first. But just play your game 3, man. Quinn made good adjustments. The players seeming to figure it out slowly. As you can see, it's like a legit different ramp up progression from game 1 to game 2. So just keep playing your game, doing what you need to do, and let's go get this dub tomorrow or today, whenever you post this. And caw.
All right. Leon, final thoughts?
I just want to say to everybody at 680 The Fan that there's nothing wrong with Soldier Boy being the halftime show at Game 3. If you got a problem with that, don't come to the motherfucking game. Go Hawks.
Chris, any final thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, shouts out Soldier Boy. Tell him.
Yes. Soldier Boy in
Yeah.
2026.
I'm looking for a JK
Boy,
20
like,
piece
what?
in game 3, bro. I'm looking for like a 20 and 8 from JK in game 3 to get this dub.
Facts. What about you, Ant?
All right. My final thoughts are Tony Bradley FC, stand up. Let's win this game 3 tomorrow, man. Let's go, Tony Bradley FC. I'll see y'all next time. We're going to be talking about game 3 to 4. Let's get this dubs, man. Let's go.
Caw.
Ah.
Hawks.